The Listeners Coordinator. We're also joined by Derek Atongo, who is a Sales and Projects Officer, and we're also joined by Lutanda Kahuta, who is a Sales Executive, all from Horizon Properties. Gentlemen, good evening to you, and do welcome to the program.
Good evening, Nono. Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, your reaction to the doctor's presentation, Javier?
Okay, so the presentation by our doctor, of course, is insightful as well as timely, especially considering the times under which, of course, we are living, where we have seen a lot of people purporting to be land sellers. And this information, I think, is the information that each and every person who wishes to invest in real estate needs to have. Not just those that wish to invest, but those that maybe have been investing, because you may have been investing in real estate, but you don't have the information, the right information that you need. And just one day, you may find yourself in the wrong hands. So this information, of course, is for all of us, so that we may be able to make right and informed decision, do our due diligence here and there, so that we avoid making mistakes, as well as falling victim to these scams that we see every day on our social media platforms. So this particular, of course, presentation needs your submissions, questions, and contributions. And what we are saying is that if you have any of the questions, contributions, or submissions, or simply an experience of what you may have encountered with, of course, issues to do with due diligence, the best you can do is send us an email to info@thehorizonproperties.com, and would gladly answer to those, of course, queries. So please don't shy away. Send us an email to info@thehorizonproperties.com, and would gladly answer to that.
All right. Now, let's look at residential plots. Someone may be listening to the program this evening and may be wondering, there could be something I'd like to purchase from Horizon Properties. What residential plots are currently available, and what makes them ideal for someone who's looking to build or maybe just invest into a home this year?
Thank you so much, Nono, for that question. We do have quite a number of sites in terms of the residential plots that we have. Allow me to start with our Chivombo site. So our Chivombo site, these are 20 by 30 plots. Okay, they're on title, and they're just about 1.5 kilometers from Chivombo Civic Center. Okay, so those that are listening to us, these plots are just going for 45,000 kwacha. Okay, so if you're looking for a plot, you are familiar with Chivombo, and this fits your budget, please come to Horizon Properties. We'll actually give you a payment plan where you pay an initial deposit, and we structure the balance in terms of you finishing it up. Then from Chivombo, we also have our Njolwe site. This one is along Repazio Road. So these Nono are also 20 by 30 plots. They are equally on title as well. Power is already on site, and this site is just about 7 kilometers from the main Repazio Road. Okay, so these are going for 100,000 kwacha. So you're looking for a plot along the Greatest Road, please come to Horizon Properties. We do have a site in Njolwe, which is just about 7 kilometers away from the Repazio main third road. These are going for 100,000 kwacha. Away from Njolwe site, I will take you to Kafue. Kafue, we also have a site there. These are in C7. Those that are familiar with Kafue, that is Kafue Estates. These are in C7, and these are also 20 by 30 plots, which are on title and just 50 meters away from the nearest tarmac. Okay, so these are going for 75,000 kwacha. So those that are looking for plots in Kafue or just near Chilanga or those areas, we do have this site which has 20 by 30 plots going for 75,000 kwacha. Away from Kafue site, we also have another site, Nono, which is in Stumbeko. Okay, so the Stumbeko one, these are just 17 kilometers from Amumbwe Road. So there we have got two sizes. We have the 50 by 50 plots going for 25,000 kwacha. Then we also have 1 acre plots. These are going for 38,000 kwacha from the same site. So in case you want an acre, you don't want a 50 by 50 plot, you can actually get an acre there at 38,000 kwacha. The site that is just about 17 kilometers from Mumbwa Road. And then from our Stumbeko site, we also have, I would draw the attention of our listeners back to our Leopardsview Road. We also have the Leopardsview site, which is just a road front. These are also titled plots. There we have 20 by 30 plots going for 250,000 kwacha nono. These plots are in a gated community, like a setup, though it is actually a wire fence, but all the plots are fenced off. So this site has these plots on title, power is already on site, and it is a road front, okay? The main Leopardsview Road. So there we have the 20 by 30 plots going for 250,000 kwacha. We have the 30 by 30 plots going for 500,000 kwacha. So those that would like to have a road front along the Leopardsview Road, please come to Horizon Properties. This site is actually nearly sold out. I think we have less than 10 plots remaining. So those that would want to get a plot from our Leopardsview site, please come through and be able to secure your portion before these plots get finished. Away from Leopardsview, we also have another site. This is a new site, that is now in Lusaka West. So the Lusaka West one, these are also 20 by 30 plots, just about 3.1 kilometers from the Westwood Police Post on a good gravel road. Okay, so this site has quite a number of plots, but remember, these plots, it's Horizon Properties that is selling. Very soon, these plots will be gone. So if you want a plot from our new site, which is in Lusaka West, these plots are going for 65,000 kwacha. These plots are equally on title, and it's a new site. So if you are looking for a plot in Lusaka West, please, this is an opportunity for you, because these plots are moving fast, despite being a new site, but they are moving very fast. So you may find that by the time you are coming on board, these plots might be gone, but this is the right time for you to come on board and be able to secure your portion. Away from these residential plots, I would like to also make mention of the Green Village. Green Village, like we always say, this is a gated community that is being pioneered by Horizon Properties. This site is actually in Silverest Extension. Those that may not understand, or rather know where the Silverest Extension starts from, this site is actually 20 kilometers from the airport roundabout, using the Great East Road, not using the airport road, using the Great East Road. So you drive just about 20 kilometers from the airport roundabout, you get to the site. So this site, like I mentioned, it's a gated community which is already fenced off. Security is already on site, water is on site, roads have been done, electricity is already on site. People are building as we speak. Others that have finished building the houses have moved into their houses. So it is a site that if you are looking for a plot where you can quickly move in and begin to develop, this is a site that I would like to recommend. So those that may be anxious and want to know the sizes of plots that we have currently, we have two sizes. We have the 20 by 22.5. These are 450 square meters. These are smaller lots that we have, and they are going for 120,000 kwacha. We also have the 30 by 30 plots. These are 900 square meter plots. These are going for 228,000 kwacha. Okay, those that would like to schedule a site visit, please, you can actually call me on 077-9707-215. I'll repeat the number, 077-9707-215. That number is also on WhatsApp. You can actually text me, and we can make or set an appointment for you to view these plots. This is a gated community that has taken the east part of Lusaka by storm, and a lot of people are rushing to buy these plots. So if you are listening to us and you want to live in a gated community, this is an opportunity for you to buy into this gated community. Like I mentioned, those services are already on site, and you can actually move in and begin to develop your portion of land. So if you are listening to us and you're wondering, maybe we have a payment plan, we actually do have a payment plan. You can pay an initial deposit, and then we structure how you can actually pay the balance. So please come through and be able to take advantage of these plots, because from now on, the prices might go up and you may disadvantage yourself.
Lutanda, you'd like to add something there real quickly?
Yes, Mr. Zaza. I would like to take this opportunity and just, of course, to compliment my... sorry about that. I would like to take this opportunity and compliment, of course, my supervisor here, Mr. Derek Katongo. The property that comes to mind on my side is the Minwood Ndeke Phase 2 plot that we have, which is in extent 21 by 20 plot, located in a developed neighborhood 470 meters from the tarred road. This is, of course, only 470 meters from the tarred road, and this is turning off at the Jehovah's Witness Church. You turn to the left right at that point and move the same said 470 meters, and what you find there is a property that is fenced on 3 sides. So you only have to fence the front of it and you're there. It already has a borehole with a hand pump, and power is already on site. So Mr. Zaza, this is something that you just simply get and start developing, because at least water is already there, power lines are already there for easy tapping, and the fence has basically been done for you, but the front part. So this is a property that you can easily jump onto and buy, of course. The price is only 385,000 kwacha, Mr. Zaza. So this is a very, very good deal. You get it for the 385. You get a 21 by 20 plot in Minwood Ndeke Phase 2, only 470 meters from the tarred road.
All right. We're going to break off for the headlines at 19 hours, and we will continue with Property Focus. Do stay tuned. Properties. Now, before we took that break, I had Lutanda there trying to share with us a couple more residential plots that are available from Horizon Properties. Lutanda, maybe we could pick up from where we left off from.
Yes, Mr. Zaza, we left off with the Minwood Ndeke Phase 2 plot, which is, of course, like I said, a 21 by 20 plot located in a very developed neighborhood, only 470 meters from the tarred road. This plot is, of course, like I said, fenced on 3 sides and has a borehole on site with a hand pump. And it is only going at 385,000 kwacha. And keeping true to the, I would say that's the northeastern direction, we have another property. Again, this is a Minwood Kwamwena, however. Minwood Kwamwena, what we have is a 25 by 30 plot, located again in a developed neighborhood. I think these places are very well known. Neighborhood with power that's already on site, about only 450 meters from the tarred road. The plot is also suitable for building rental apartments, as we well know what how big rentals are in the Kwamwena area. This plot that is, of course, a 25 by 30 in extent and only 450 meters from the tarred road is only 390,000 kwacha. So 390,000 kwacha gets you a plot in Minwood Kwamwena that is, of course, in extent or size a 25 by 30, 450 meters from the tarred road. So, of course, if you're interested in these places and directions, you can contact me on the number 0977 800 203. I repeat the number 0977 800 203, and I'll be able to take you through these properties and more. Again, keeping true to the northeastern direction again. We have, however, this time in Minwood Ndeke, 3 by 2 semi-detached flat that is, of course, at roof level, sitting on a 20 by 30 titled plot located 650 meters from the tarred road in a good and quiet neighborhood. The property already has a borehole and ZESCO power lines that run along its boundary. So this property that is, of course, a 3 and a 2 bedroom house that is, of course, semi-detached is going at only 780,000 kwacha. It's already at roof level, so obviously there's a little bit more work that needs to be done, but it is developed to a huge extent, and it is only going at 780,000 on individual title. Mr. Zaza, if I was to skim through and see what other area I would bring in, I think I would be tempted to bring in our Chifwema area, which is, I think, a pretty new listing. This is a very prime area. The sizes that we have here are 20 by 50 residential plots in, of course, again, I keep saying this, so, developed neighborhood again. The plots are located 9 kilometers from the tarred Leopard Hill Road, near Lusaka South Multi-Facility Economic Zone, along a well-graded road. Power lines are already in close proximity, and we're talking about a 20 by 50 plot going at 350,000 kwacha only. So we have multiple plots here, a handful actually, so don't think that too many. So this is the time for you to jump on. Nekakamba handful, I mean literally. Tichabe na maplot 5. So again, in Chifwema, we have 20 by 50 residential plots located 9 kilometers from the 3rd Leopards Hill Road. Again, it's near the multi-facility economic zone and on a well-graded road, and power lines are already on site or very close to the site, going at only 350,000 kwacha per plot. I would then dare try to bring in Makeni, because I think up now we're moving to the more affluent side. Makeni, where we have a 20 by 30 titled plot with a foundation for a 4-bedroomed house, fenced on 2 sides, located in a good neighborhood again, with power lines already on site, going at 450,000 kwacha. This is a titled plot, 20 by 30 in extent, in Makeni, going at only 450,000 kwacha, Mr. Zaza. And then something really prime, or rather something that caught my attention, is the 1 acre that we have in Silverest. This is, of course, on title in a developed neighborhood, Tiziwa Silverest. I don't even need to say that. Near Ratsa, with electricity already on site. The land is ideal for both residential and commercial investment, and is located only 300 meters from the Great East Road on a smooth gravel road. This plot is going at 1.550 million kwacha. This is 1.55 million kwacha. Again, it's a 1 acre. You can use this, of course, for boarding for a boarding facility or building boarding houses, and it's very close to Ratsa and only 300 meters from the Tarred Road. I think this is what I had in the residential category, Mr. Zaza.
All right. Now, could you walk us through some of the incomplete houses? Because I know this is another specialty of you guys from Marazi Properties that you have on sale currently right now. And also explain how a buyer can take advantage. And we know how incomplete houses are. Sometimes maybe it's just the roof that is missing. Sometimes it's windows. Sometimes it's door frames. Sometimes maybe it's been a wall fence. I mean, am I going too far? Am I going too far with my explanations there?
Yeah, so it just depends with to what extent the house is incomplete. In certain times when we're doing our adverts, of course, we would indicate certain features which are fitted and others which are not fitted. And in certain times we'd even go as far as mentioning to what percentage the house is incomplete. And just to mention, to say what about Dumahot. The properties that we have, I think, tonight are hot properties, and I would urge the listeners, of course, to pay particular attention to what we bring you tonight. So we have an incomplete 3-bedroom house sitting on a 20 by 30 corner plot on title. This is Minut Kwamwena Phase 4, located 300 meters from the tarmac in a developed neighborhood. Like Rutenda said, Sinaide Masakarero. And then the house is perfectly set to accommodate 2 more structures on the same plot. The property is fenced on one side and power is already on site. So this is a very good plot. And the listeners should not just sit on it. The best you can do is make the move and see it. The price is only 450,000 kwacha. So this is a property which others would be selling for as much as 800, 750, and for me, 400. I think 450 is a giveaway price. And if you're someone who may be interested in has been looking for a plot for a long time in Minot, you realize to say the prices for plots there would be in the ranges of about 350 by 20 by 30 now. But here is an incomplete structure which is 3-bedroomed, and it's at roof level, I would say, and the price is only 450. So if you want to see this one, I think do give me a call on 0777 002756. 0777 And then I will also have another incomplete structure which is in Silverest. This is a 4-bedroom incomplete house sitting on a 34 by 36 plot, which is on title with provision for a 3 self-contained bedroom. The property is located 3 kilometers from Uninas. The price is only 950,000 kwacha. For those that know Silverest, right now a 34 by 36 plot will be selling for something around 400,000-500,000 kwacha. And having an incomplete house at this particular level at 950, hot. So the best you can do is, of course, jump on it and get it. We also have a prime incomplete lodge in Foxdale, which is commercial. This is well planned and neatly built incomplete lodge in Foxdale on title with of course, the capacity to hold of up to 24 guest rooms, only 300 meters from the Tarred Road. and of course it's sitting on about 1.5 acres of land. So the price is only 4.5 million kwacha for those that are, of course, seeking to invest in property that would give them returns. And if you want to see the Foxtel property as well, please do give me a call or send me a message on WhatsApp or even a direct message on the number 0777 002756. 0777 002756. And then we also have another incomplete property in Nilai. This is an incomplete 3-bedroom house at roof level, sitting on a 30 by 20 plot. The property is located 500 meters from Shantumbo Road, and the price is only 850,000 kwacha. So this one is also on roof level. We also have another interesting property, which is in Minu Kwamwena. This is a 2 by 2 bedroom incomplete house at roof level, but this one has been roofed. So it's not just at roof level, but each with its own private yard. The property is sitting on a 20 by 30 plot and is located in a developed neighborhood 200 meters from the third road. The price for this is only 1,750,000 kwacha. So you can see the differences. The whole fence has been completely done and the roof has been done. 1,750,000 kwacha. It's on roof level. Yes, it's fenced on one side, but the roof is not there. 450,000 kwacha. We also have an incomplete house in Chilanga, which is 4 bedrooms at roof level again, on a 63 by 40 plot on title in a beautiful, quiet and developed neighborhood, 1.2 kilometers from the tarmac. The property already has roofing steel installed. It is fenced on 2 sides and has Zesco power connected. So the price is only 950,000 kwacha. So we have these properties that, of course, that we've mentioned, which if you want to view, you can call me on 0777 002756. But these are not just the only properties that we have available for sale. We have a lot more that you can take advantage of. The best you can do is check out Horizon Properties Limited on Facebook, or simply walk to our offices, which, of course, I'll be able to give the locations as we end the show.
All right. Richard, you want to come in as well, or should we move on into finished, ready to move in houses? I mean, he was talking about
Mr. Adrian Bewe really did do justice there. I would like not to add or take away anything from it.
Okay, so in terms of finished, yes, or ready to move in houses, listed at Horizon Properties right now, what are some of the standard features buyers should actually know and look out for currently?
So I think let me just start off with the rental, and then I just hand it over to Mr. Derek here. Yes. What I have that really, I've already used this phrase, caught my attention, but this one really did hold me quite dearly, is the Chilanga 3-bedroom house that we have enclosed in a wall fence, featuring again a master self-contained bedroom, fitted kitchen. That means, of course, the kitchen is well done with its fittings and whatnot. And then we're talking about, of course, a really, really huge, or rather spacious living room, a borehole with an overhead tank, and a spacious yard. And we're talking about the house, of course, being paved and all of that. This rental, Mr. Zaza, is only going at 6,000 kwacha. This is a 3-bedroom house in Chilanga, enclosed in a fence with, of course, the paved yard, self-contained master bedroom, kitchen with fittings, living room, and of course you don't have to worry about water because you'll be in full control of that with your overhead tank. So this is something that I wanted to bring in. I know it's not on the buying or selling side, but at least it's a moving, ready to move in, and people need to take advantage of it. Mr. Katongo with the properties to buy.
Okay, in terms of okay, so in terms of the houses that we have, I would like just to mention a few, because I think we have a lot of them, Nono. And if we were to mention them all, I doubt if we can have enough time. Okay, so I'll quickly run through some of them. So we have actually a property that was selling in Kabango area. These are like 3 properties in 1 yard, consisting of a 3-bedroom house and 2 1-bedroom flats sitting on a 15 by 30 titled plot. The property is enclosed with in a fence and includes a shop. But this property, I would like to mention that it is just located about 1.9 kilometers from the Great North Road, and the price for this property is 580,000 kwacha. Okay, so if you are looking for a plot, or you are looking for a property in Kabango area, we have that property which has about 3 properties within the same yard. Okay, we have got a 3-bedroom house and 2 1-bedroom flats sitting on a 15 by 30 titled plot. You can get that property at 580,000 kwacha. So if you want to have a look at the property and you want to express your interest, please call me on 077-9707-215. I'll repeat the number, 077-9707-215. That is the house in Kabangwe. Further, I would like to also mention that we also have another property in Kabanana. This is a 3-bedroom house with a 2-by-2 room and 1 room sitting on a 25 by 15 titled plot. The property is enclosed in a fence and is located about 1.4 kilometers from the Zambezi Road. Electricity is already on the property. This property is going for 550,000 kwacha. So if you want to look at this property and you want to express your interest, please do call me on 077-9707-215. Okay, I'll move to Chilanga. Chilanga, we also have a house there that is complete. This is a beautiful 3-bedroom house sitting on a 52 by 35 titled plot. The property features a self-contained bedrooms, modern kitchen fittings, a dining area, a study room, a borehole, overhead water tank, a guardhouse, a solar system, and a paved yard. It is enclosed in a fence as well and located just about a kilometer from the tarmac. This property Nono is going for 3 million. Okay, so if you are looking for a property within Chilanga and you feel this is a property that would fit within your budget and it is ideal for you, please come through to Horizon Properties and we'll be able to actually take you through and be able to secure this property. We also have another house which is in Avondale within Lusaka. This is a 4-bedroom house sitting on a titled plot which is a 76 by 40. This house features a master bedroom with a suite, kitchen fittings, a living room, a dining area, and also includes a bowl and a water tank. Additionally, this property comes with a 2-bedroom cottage and ample space for further development. Like I mentioned, it is sitting on 76 by 40 plot, which is on title. Okay, so this property Nono is going for 3.8 million. And those that are listening to us, and if you'd like to view this property because you are looking for a property within Avondale, please do get in touch with me on 077-9707-215. I'll repeat the number, 077-9707-215. That is our Avondale property. I'll move to Lilai Nono. Lilai, we have a 2-bedroom house on a titled plot, which is a 20 by 30, located just about 100 meters from the Third Road and 250 meters from the main Lilai Road. The house features a kitchen with neat fittings, a spacious living room, built-in wardrobes, a motorized gate, a bowl, and a reserve tank. The property is enclosed in a fence with an electric wire and has a well-maintained yard, as well as some paved areas as well within the same yard, and enough space for other future development. This property Nono is going for 1.7 million. So those that are looking for properties within Lilai, please, you can come through to Horizon Properties and have a look at this property, which is going for 1.7 million. Going to Silverest Nono, we also have a house in Silverest Gardens. This is a beautiful 3-bedroom house with a master self-contained. Features a modern open plan kitchen with a spacious living room, air conditioners, and built-in wardrobes. The property also includes a reserve tank, a paved yard, and a well-maintained surrounding, located just about 600 meters from Silverest Road. This property is going for 1.8 million. Okay, so if you're looking for a property within Silverest Gardens, please come through to Horizon Properties and have a look at this property that is going for 1.8 million. We within the same complex, which is Silverest Gardens, we also have another house, which is a 3-bedroom house, which features a kitchen with a pantry, a living room, and a dining area, built-in wardrobes. The property also includes a reserve tank and a paved yard. So this one, Nono, despite being a 3-bedroom house, it is going for 1.4 million. So if you're looking for a property within a gated community, we do have a property which is a 3-bedroom house going for 1.4 million within Silverest Gardens. I'll move on to Minwood Kwamwena, which is phase 3 or phase 2 rather. This is a 3-bedroom house in an offense sitting on a 30 by 20 titled plot with a master self-contained, a living room and a borehole. This property, Nono, is going for 1.8. So if you're looking for a property within Minwood Kwamwena, which is phase 2, we do have that property, which is a 3-bedroom sitting on a 20 by 30 plot, which is on title. You can get that property at 1.8 million. So if you are interested in viewing that property, you can actually give us a call on 077-9707-215. We'll be able to take you to the property and you can secure that property. Further going back to Silverest, we do have a 4 by 2 bedroom semi-detached flats currently being used as a boarding house with a bore and water tank. The property sits on a 25 by 44 plot, which is on title and is located just about 1 kilometer from Unilas. This is currently fully occupied as a boarding house with students. And if you are interested in getting this property and you'd want to continue using it as a boarding house, please, this property is going for 4 million. So if you're looking for a property that you'd actually use for business ventures as a boarding house, we do have this property, Nono, for someone that would be looking for a property near Unilas, which is just about 1 kilometer from Unilas, and it is ideal for a boarding house because it is currently being used as such, and it is currently occupied with students. So if you want to invest in such a property, please come to Horizon Properties and we'll be able to help you to view and be able to take advantage of this property.
Thank you, Derek. Let's focus a little bit on farms now. I know we're just in July, but a couple months from now, you know, as a farmer, people will be going back to the lands to till again. It's too early, but there's never an early day for a farmer. What are some of the farm blocks or culture plots currently available that you have, and why is farmland still one of the most powerful investment options today?
Okay, so I'll begin by the saying, which I mostly use on radio, to say you don't wait to buy land, you buy land and wait. Why am I using this place tonight? It's because we are mid-year. This is July, a month ahead into, of course, the last half of the year. And most times we've seen situations where people want to buy farms in November and move into, wants to farm the very year. And they'll be all over the place trying to run around when, of course, prices of farming commodities have gone up and all that. I think I would want to urge the listeners to say the best time to buy land is now. The best time to buy farmland is now, so that you allow the due processes of everything that needs to be done by either ourselves or yourselves be done, and you actually get to own that particular piece of land. So we have farms in Chisamba where we are selling 5-acre portions of land at 100,000 kwacha. So these farms are only 9 kilometers from the tired, of course, Old Mumba Road, the very tarmac from Landers Corner that heads to Kembe. So 9 kilometers from that tarmac gets you to where we have our site, and the price is only 100,000 kwacha for 5 acres. Very good location, power is right in the neighborhood, the roads are done, you can go there on Naga Fits, you can get to your farm, you don't have to worry about buying a bigger car. And of course, public transport gets there, network is there, you can name it, and of course, the neighborhood itself has come up. I wouldn't say is coming up, because a number of people have actually built their farms and they're doing farming there with, of course, evidence of a number of bumper harvests through people that, of course, have stacked their maize, which you're able to see even as you drive to the place. So 5 acres for only 100,000 kwacha. And you can call me, of course, if you want to visit on 0777 002756. We also have another interesting, of course, listing, which we have in Mungule, where we're selling 5 acres of land near the New Onza land for only 150,000 kwacha. So 5 acres, 12 kilometers from Mumba Road up to the farm. If you want to get to site and, of course, view these farms and maybe purchase one, you can as well call us on 0777 002756. And then we'll have an exciting listing, which is in, of course, Chiawa. Of course, we've spent a number of times and a lot of time explaining how you can get to Chiawa. Of course, through the Chirundu route, and of course, the Leopard's Road, which is not completely done as of now, which is the most preferred and, of course, the shortest access to, of course, the Chiawa site. There we have 3 portions or 3 sizes: the 5 acres, which we are selling at, of course, 60,000 kwacha, and then we also have 20 acres, which we are selling at 160,000 kwacha, and we have 50 acres which you can buy at 350,000 kwacha. So all these are right available in Chiawa, and the best to do, like I've always said, is to buy now, because of course, come as we go towards the end of the year, we may just change the prices because the demand keeps increasing. And then we also have another interesting listing, which is in Chongwe Mpango area. We have 5 acres of land which we are selling at 150,000 kwacha. So these are only about 11 kilometers from Great East Road, turning slightly after the Way Bridge when you pass Chongwe town. You go to the left, and 11 kilometers gets you to the farm, and the price is only 150,000 kwacha. Another interesting, of course, listing is in Chinyunyu as you head to the east on Great East Road, 24 kilometers from the Great East Road, on a very good road. We have 5-acre portions of land which we are selling at 50,000 kwacha. If you're someone who would want to view, please simply call me on 0777 002756. So we have, despite these that I've mentioned here, we have a lot more that we have listed as farmland for sale, which you can take advantage of. The only thing you need to do is get in touch with us, or simply check our Facebook pages, which is Horizon Properties Limited on Facebook. Send us a message inbox, and we'll be able to, of course, assign an agent who's going to give you the details of these particular listings which you may be interested in. So don't shy away. Please come through so that we may be able to save you.
All right, maybe real quickly as we're about to wrap up, and I need to throw in this real quickly. Can you highlight a few properties, maybe farmland, maybe 1 or 2? I mean, looking at time, maybe residential farm plots are likely to appreciate in value quickly over the next year or 2.
Mr. Zaza, this is where I even repeat myself before I go on to the new ones. I would like to bring back the Silverest 1-acre prime plot that we have, that is of course on title. This is, as we all know, Silverest is a very, very developed neighborhood, and this particular lot of land is near Ratsa with electricity already on site, and the land is ideal for, like I said before, both residential and commercial investment, and is located only 300 meters from the Great East Road on a smooth gravel road. Mr. Zaza, this is a parcel of land that can be used as a boarding facility, and looking as to the proximity to Unilas, I think it is perfect for that. And then what we also have is in Shimabala we have 5 acres. Again, I see this really gaining value with time. This 5 acres in Shimabala is flat bare land located only 3.8 kilometers from Shimabala Tollgate. This is again on Kafue Road, and 2 kilometers off St. Kafue Road in a quiet and developed farming block. This 5 acres in Shimabala, that is 2 kilometers from, of course, Kafue Road, is going at only 875,000 kwacha. This is 5 acres on individual title in Shimabala, 2 kilometers from Kafue Road, going at only 875,000 kwacha. And then again in Shimabala, now this I think is a little hotter. This is a 2-acre, of course, it is right along Kafue Road. Mwamenem Kafue Road, Mr. Zaza, in Shimabala, a 2-acre road front, on title, along Kafue Road, which, of course, this land, you can use it for whatever you please. Among these options is, of course, building warehouses, a truck stop if you may, but I think the space is a little too small. But if you have the initiative and you know what the trucking business is about, it is very viable for this, and this parcel of land is going at only 2.8 million kwacha. This, of course, like I said, gets you a piece of land that is 2 acres in extent in Shimabala, that is, of course, ready for commercial usage. And speaking on commercial use land, I think here to give this some justice and that touch of intimacy that Mr. Adrian Bewe does have is our Kafue Road front commercial land. That is 72 acres in extent and of course on title. Mr. Mbewe Adrian, if you come in for this one, please.
Yeah, so this is our commercial land, which is rare to find such, of course, the size of land on Kafue Road. And for those that frequent Kafue Road or drive on Kafue Road, you would see a billboard slightly after the toll gate, 3 kilometers from the Shimalala toll gate on your left. So that's 72 acres of titled land fronting the Kafue Road. So you don't have to go off the road. It starts right from the road. It's road front. So there, of course, you know what you can do with it. Lutanda just mentioned those that would want to do track-ins and all those. You can put up a university there, you can put up a hotel, you can name it. Whatever it is that you want, you can do with the land. And this is land that is on title, and we are selling it. So for those that, of course, that may be interested to view it, get details about the land, the best you can do is call me on 0777 002756 and would simply show you around the land. Or if you're someone who would want to have a physical meeting, you can simply find us in Kablonga or shop number 8 on Chindo Road, right on the old Kablonga shopping complex. We also have offices in Woodlands, right opposite Woodlands A Primary School, still on Chindo Road, opposite Woodlands A Primary School. We have an office there, which is our construction corridor office. But if you want to deal with issues to do with real estate, please come to Kablonga, which is shop number 8 on Chindo Road on the old Kablonga shopping complex. So you can simply go to town on the alley behind Lusaka Hotel of offices there. We have active Facebook pages, which is Horizon Properties Limited Facebook page, being the main page. We also have Horizon Properties residential page for residential plots. We also have Horizon Properties Limited Farmlands page, which is strictly for farmland. And then we also have the Horizon Green Village project page, which of course has everything to do with the Horizon Green Village housing development. And then we have active numbers. We have, of course, an email which can get through to us, because we understand others who don't want to go, but they would want to write. So if you want to write to discuss anything discussed on the show, or simply anything to do with real estate, or anything to do with land acquisition, or anything that we present on the show every week, please send us an email to info@thehorizonproperties.com, and we would gladly answer to that. So please, you're not limited to what is discussed on the show. We have a lot more in store. Don't shy away. Make sure to say you come through and have a conversation. In as much, or even if you're not ready to buy now, but you'd want to understand, please come through and let's have a chat.
All right. Gentlemen, this is where we wrap it up. I'd like to say thanks so much for coming through. So it was a pleasure to have you guys from Horizon Properties.
Always a pleasure being here, Mr. Zaza.
Okay. There you have it. That's it for today's episode of Property Focus. Be sure to catch us next week on Tuesday, just after 18:30, right here on Hot FM. Do stay tuned.